We are still on the uses of commas. When to use commas. This is part 3. If you are yet to watch part 1 and part 2, do well to go watch them. Now, the third use of commas. Use commas to set off non-essential information, otherwise known as non-restrictive clauses. Don't worry, you will understand. Example 1. The sentence says, "My wife, whom I love dearly, is an industrious woman." Now look at this sentence. The main message here is, my wife is an industrious woman. This clause, "whom I love dearly," is just meant to provide additional information about my wife. The person you are talking to already know your wife. So this clause is just giving a little addition. Without this clause, this message still remains intact and it is still well understood. So this expression, if we remove it from this sentence, the sentence still makes complete sense and the person you are talking to will still understand exactly what you are saying. So this expression, which can be removed from the sentence and nothing changes, is called a non-essential information. It is called a non-restrictive clause. Now, according to the use of commas, you are going to use comma to separate them. So my wife, comma, whom I love dearly, comma, is an industrious woman. Example 2, for a better understanding. We have that the restaurant, which belongs to Mr. South South, sells delicious meal. Now look at this sentence. This sentence could as well read, the restaurant sells delicious meals, with the understanding that the person you are talking to already knows the restaurant. In which case, this clause, which belongs to Mr. South South, is just meant to provide additional information about the restaurant. If you remove this clause from the sentence will still very much be well understood by the person to whom you speak. So this clause now is known as a non-essential information, a non-restrictive clause. So what do? Use comma to separate it. Put comma here, and then after the non-essential clause, also put another comma. Have the restaurant, comma, which belongs to Mr. South South, comma, sells delicious meals. Let's still have yet a third example for you to understand even better. We have that lecturer who has a PhD in linguistics is very smart. Now look at this sentence. That lecturer. The use of that already indicates that the person speaking is probably even pointing at the lecturer so that those or the person to whom he or she speaks can easily identify the lecturer. So that we have that lecturer who has a PhD in linguistics is very smart. This clause, who has a PhD in linguistics, is a non-essential information. It is simply meant to provide an additional information about the lecturer. So what do? After that lecturer, you put comma, who has a PhD in linguistics, which is the non-essential clause, you put comma, is very smart. You can as well remove this non-essential clause from the sentence and the sentence will still make sense so that you now have that lecturer is very smart. All right, now let us have one exercise and see how well you have understood this lesson. We have a sentence that says, Table of Knowledge TV, which was created in September 2023, now has over 700k followers. Now, use comma to punctuate this sentence appropriately. Leave your answer in the comment section. Thank you very much for watching.